With Thomas Tuchel set to take charge in January, fans are excited. Journalist and author Raphael Hernigstein, formerly of The Guardian and The Athletic, shared what Tuchel could bring to the job.
He's a very good manager. He's very good in knockout competitions, pretty good with dealing with egos, but of course he's not English. Can he instill the same kind of togetherness and club spirit that I think has taken England quite far?
Former head coach Gareth Southgate faced criticism for pragmatic football. Tuchel has also had this criticism at recent clubs. Hernigstein said Tuchel's pragmatic style could win over sceptics if he delivers a major trophy.
Fans will only turn if results aren't there. If he bores everyone into submission on the way to winning the World Cup, it's going to be very quickly forgotten. I don't think the 1966 team were particularly exciting.
He also shared his views on how the Germans' hiring gives a bad image.
Almost like a little bit like a white flag. We can't find anyone who's good enough, so let's get a German in.
London Evening Standard reports Tuchel will earn $5 million a year. Hernigstein later talked about how the FA's decision changes England's image.
I don't think it's a sort of problem that you should just throw money at. I think it'd be better to keep that job almost ring-fenced. England is not a complete football nation, because a complete football nation has strong club football, strong players, strong international team, and a strong coaching pipeline, and they patently don't.
4 German coaches, including Tuchel, have won the Champions League in the last 21 years. No English manager has done so since the 1980s. Hernigstein discussed the quality of German coaches.
It's a little bit cheaper in Germany, perhaps one of the reasons. I think there are perhaps more positions available. You don't have foreigners competing with you to the same extent.
In fact, Germany's top coaching licence costs more than England's, yet the Bundesliga has 9 German head coaches. In La Liga, 15 of 20 head coaches are Spanish. There are only 3 English head coaches in the Premier League. I spoke with Miguel Lera, a Spanish coach and former professional player who has played and worked in England. Having earned his UEFA Pro licence in Spain, he discussed the challenges of obtaining it in England.
To do the Pro in England wasn't easy, because if you want to do the Pro in England, you have to be working in a high division club. If not, you are not in the position to do that. You have to pass the interview, they have to offer you the role. It's not something that you apply and you get it.
I asked why he chose Spain to do the course.
It's more accessible in Spain, there's no question about that. Spanish coaches, they're getting more access.
The Spanish FA offers more courses for elite coaching badges than England. He also discussed why doing the top licence in England isn't important.
He's doing the course in Wales or Ireland. It's question, you are taking the licence. At the end of the day, it's the same licence for everybody. You need to prove when you are in charge and then you are good enough. That's the only thing that matters.
Rob Williams, head of Walsall's Academy, a former coach educator for the FA, shared Lera's views that the licence doesn't always reflect the coach's ability.
Everyone's in a rush to get an A licence. Having an A licence doesn't mean you're any good, it means you can pass a qualification.
He said there are more opportunities for English coaches now than ever before.
We employ more staff here than we've ever employed. There's more jobs than ever, but there's also more people than ever.
He compared today's system to when he passed his licence before the system changed, and reiterated on why a licence doesn't reflect a coach's ability.
You had your B licence, you were good. Now, I'm not saying you're not good if you got a B licence now. I just think it's easier to get a B licence. We recruit lots of coaches, clearly. I've seen some really bad B licence coaches. I've seen some really bad A licence coaches, right, as well. So just having your B licence, which is now easier to get, doesn't mean you're any good. Like right now, everybody passes.
Williams discussed the FA's struggle to get more coaches in comparison to other countries.
The FA can't service the game, so they can't put on enough courses to get enough people on.
He talked about why people feel it's important to get the licence.
Because more and more people want to do it, because more and more people need it, because that's the measure of getting a job, but it's not the measure of whether you're any good at coaching or not.
And what about the coaches who can't get on to the top courses?
There are lots of really good coaches coaching in the game at various levels who just can't get on a course and can't afford it.
He talked about the backlash the coaching system gets after people get rejected.
Put on enough spaces for people to get on courses. So there's always going to be like that time of year when they sort of tell people they're either on or not. There's always going to be a backlash because there'll be loads who don't get on a course.
While opportunities for English coaches grow, the licences don't always reflect their ability. Does the FA need to reassess its coaching system? The debate continues.